Hello, good day everyone. My name is Mahana Nurtaog and I will be presenting to you my research presentation. My research presentation is about policies and programs in bilingual education. The researchers are Amirullah Abdu, Sulaiman Samad, Rosamala Diwi. It was prepared by yours truly, Mahana A. Tao. So in the introduction, the study examines the implications of bilingual education, policies and programs in multicultural education and internalization within higher education context. The background of this study, it increasing the importance of bilingual education in globalized context. Bilingual education promotes cultural identity while preparing students for international opportunities. So we have here two research questions. What are the current policies governing bilingual education in Indonesian universities? How do these policies impact and implication of bilingual programs? So we'll be answering this after the presentation. I will be giving also a short explanation into this research presentation of mine. So, theoretical framework, the language policy overview, the conceptual basis from Spolsky 2004 and Hornberger in 2008. We have here the three components, the language practices, ideology, and efforts. The key themes are the interplay of cultural identity and the language practices in higher education. So, the importance of understanding bilingualism in the broader socio-political context. So, the methodology, research design, this is qualitative meta-analysis focusing on the last 5 years in 2015 to 2019. We have here the sample documents, published educational policies, journal articles, and government documents related to the bilingual education. We have here the objective to identify and analyze key themes within bilingual education policies. We have also here our meta-analysis procedure, analytical steps, review collected documents for relevance and quality. We have here the categorized findings into themes that represents the landscape of bilingual education policies. Synthesize results to highlight trends and insights regarding implementation practices. Findings overview, identified stages in policy implementation. Interaction among stakeholders is key for effective bilingual programming. Emphasis on equipping future educators with skills for international context. Multicultural implications, the policies foster local languages alongside the global languages, supporting identity preservation. So the policy effectiveness, evidence suggests bilingual programs enhance educational quality and cultural diversity. Discussion on the sustainability of bilingual education initiatives of Indonesian universities challenges. Hardness in effective implementation, including resource allocation and teacher training. So, in conclusion, the summary of insights, the bilingual education policy significantly impacts students' outcomes and cultural identities, need for continuous evaluation and adaptation of policies to meet evolving educational demands. So, the implications or recommendations, further research is essential to understand the long-term impacts of bilingual policies. It encourages collaboration between policymakers, educators, and communities to enhance program effectiveness, promote best practices based on successful case studies in bilingual education. So this presentation is all about the policies and programs in bilingual education. So this study examines the implication of bilingual policies and programs on multicultural education and internalization within the higher education context. So it increasing the importance of bilingual education in globalized context. So the research questions include what are the current policies governing bilingual education in Indonesian universities and how do these policies impact the implementation of bilingual programs. So in the theoretical framework, the language policy overview the conceptual basis from Spolsky 2004 and Hartbridger 2008. It interplay the cultural identity and language practices in higher education. It also focuses the importance of understanding bilingualism in broader socio-political context. So in methodology, the research design is qualitative meta-analysis focusing on the last 5 years. Analytical review, it was lasted in 2015 until 2019. Analytical steps is the review collected documents for relevance and quality. So, the identified stages policy implementation. This is the interaction among stakeholders for the K-effective bilingual programming. So, the results and discussions, the policy effectiveness is the evidence suggests bilingual programs enhance the educational quality and cultural diversity. Discussion in the sustainability of bilingual education, its initiatives and Indonesian universities. The challenges is the hardness and effective implementation, including the resource allocation and teacher training. So in conclusion, bilingual education policies significantly impact on students' outcome and cultural identities. So we need for continuous evaluation and adaptation of policies to meet evolving educational demands. For the implications, we have the further research is essential to understand the long-term and impacts of bilingual policies. It encouraged the collaboration between the policymakers, the educators, the communities, and to enhance the program effectiveness. So, it also promotes the best practices based on the successful case studies in bilingual education. So, let's answer the two questions that is given in my research presentation. So, what are the biggest challenges universities face when applying bilingual education policies? So, the biggest challenges universities face when applying bilingual education policies, it includes the resource allocation and teacher training. Specifically, the implementation hardness involves securing adequate resources and effectively training educators to deliver bilingual programs. Successfully, these challenges can hinder the sustainability and quality of bilingual education initiatives in universities. So, how do bilingual programs impact students' connection in their cultural identity? So, bilingual programs positively impact students' connection to their cultural identity by promoting the use and preservations of local languages alongside global languages, thereby supporting identity preservation. So, these policies foster a multicultural environment where the students can develop a strong sense of cultural belonging while they are gaining international skills. So, this research highlights the bilingual education encourages the maintenance of local practices and cultural expressions, reinforcing the students' cultural identities within the context of globalization education system. So, I will be also discussing for the last part the statement of the problem. So, the statement of the problem can typically be found in my introduction, the section of document in the specific page 3, on page 3, yes, where the background and the research questions were discussed, although the exact problem statement is not explicitly labeled. The discussion around the increasing importance of bilingual education, its role in promoting cultural identity, and the research questions about policy governing bilingual education in Indonesian universities suggest that the core problem is addressed there. So, overall, that was my presentation, and thank you very much.